everybody, my name's Georgina. I'm a speech and language therapist at Socially Speaking. Thank you so much for the add to the Facebook page. It's been really cool to see what everybody's been up to while they've been keeping themselves safe at home. I thought that I would come on and share with you just some games and activities that you might like to do at home. They're games that require no equipment or just a little bit of equipment that you might already have in the house. And they're games that you can play either by yourself or with your family. So the first game that I want to share with you is a scavenger hunt. Now you can do this with the letters of your name. So my name's Georgina, so I might find things beginning with G, beginning with E, beginning with O, and so on until I get through my name. And you could do this as a bit of a challenge for yourself, or maybe you could challenge other members of your family to see who can get through it the fastest. The other way that you could do this is with the letters of the alphabet. So the first person finds something beginning with A, the next person with B, and so on until you get through to Z. Some of the letters might be a little bit trickier than others, but have a go and see how you go. The third way that you could do it is with the colours of the rainbow. So the first person could find something that's red and orange and yellow and so on until you get through. This could be done inside, or you might want to go out in your garden and see what you can find, or when you're out on your daily walk and see if there's anything that you can find. You could even make a collage up of the things that you find if you wanted to. Second game, you will need a spoon and something that you can cut into slices. So I'm going to use a carrot, and the carrot has been cut into slices like this. The aim of this game is that you're going to put the spoon into your mouth, and then you're going to try to stack on the spoon the carrot slices to see how high you can get the tower. Now, if you want to, you could time this and see how many you could get in a minute. Let's have a go, shall we? Oh, it's trickier than it looks. Another one that you can do is using fruit. So I'm going to use oranges here. If you're going to have a go, you might want to have a go with oranges, or maybe with apples is a little bit easier, but you need a fruit that's round. And what you're going to do is stack them one on top of the other to try to make a tower as high as you can. You probably need to do this on a flat surface, so I'm just showing you in the air here. And see how high you can get it. Then when you move your hands away, see how long it'll stay standing for. You can challenge each other within your family and maybe time it to see how long it stays up as a tower. Another way that you can build a tower is to use what you've got in your cupboards. So you can use tin cans. So you might decide that you're going to stack the cans just one on top of the other, like this. Maybe you can have a bit of a race against other people in your family and see how fast and how high can you build it. Or you might want to try and do a bit of a pyramid and see how high that you can get the pyramid. So I've got 3 cans here. I'm going to put 2 cans on top of that. And then I'm going to stack another one on top of this. Another game that you can play that doesn't involve any equipment is called Change One Thing. So for this game, you need to choose one member of your family or the people that you live with. And this person stands in front of everybody else, and everybody takes a good look at them, maybe thinking about what they're wearing, how they've got their hair, things like that. Once they've done that, then the person that has been chosen goes out of the room and changes one thing about the way that they are. So you can see I've got my hair down now. If this was me, then I might tie my hair back. The person then comes back into the room and stands again in front of everybody. And the other people have to try and guess what's changed. If you're playing this with younger people, then you might want to do something that's really obvious, like me tying my hair back. If you're doing it with older people, then maybe you can think about things that are a little bit more subtle and a bit harder to guess and take a little bit more time, just to make it a little bit more challenging. Another game that you can play is called What's in the Bag. So obviously for this game, you need a bag. And within the bag, you're going to put some objects. So you could, if you want to make it simpler, just put one object in, or a few different objects that people can try and guess. And the aim of the game is that people can only put their hand inside the bag and feel. They're not allowed to look. And from feel alone, they have to try and guess what's inside the bag. If people are maybe finding it a little bit tricky, then you can give them some clues, such as I've got a hairbrush in the bag at the moment. I might say it's something that I keep in my bathroom. It's something that I use on my body. It's got bristles, and that just gives them a few extra clues to help them to guess. So another game that I really like to play at home is called Crocodile Swamp. And for this game, you just need 2 cushions. And it's probably easier with bigger cushions, but smaller cushions can be quite challenging and quite fun. And you are going to use these cushions to get from one location in your house to another location. And you can do this as a bit of a challenge and a bit of a race against other people, or you could just do it for yourself as a time challenge to see how long it takes you to get there. And the aim is that you put one cushion in front of the other, so every time you step on one cushion, you have the other cushion in your hand, and you just use them like stepping stones to see how far you can get. Okay, so the last game that I'm going to show you is a really fun one. It's a little bit tricky, but it's guaranteed to get some laughs. Okay, so what you need for this game is usually a cookie or a biscuit, but being at home, I've eaten all mine, so I'm going to use a cracker. The cracker or the cookie needs to be placed on your forehead. And the aim of the game is to get it from your forehead into your mouth without using your hands. So you have to do quite a lot of wriggling. It probably will fall off, and it might take you a few turns to get it. If it does fall off, then eat it and try with another one. You just have to wriggle really carefully. See if you can bend it down to get it into your mouth. You can see it's taken me quite a long time to do. Have a go. There's your challenge for the week.